everybody. I heartily welcome all the honorable dignitaries and participants here on the virtual platform for the national webinar on the topic We Are Leaders. I am feeling immense pleasure to inform all the audience that the college Shri Kumarswami College Ausa has been conducting a long series of national and international webinars. The series was started on the occasion of the Golden Jubilee year of the institution. Till today, hundreds of webinars have been conducted by the college. The theme of the webinar series is Women Empowerment, Women Dignity and Environmental Conservation. The objectives of webinar series are we exchange knowledge, we enrich knowledge, and try to find out answers to questions and solutions to problems through the discussions among the intellectuals after the keynote speeches. The webinar series is going on very successfully, and it is due to the strong academic leadership and innovative activities by the Honorable Chief Organizer and Chairperson of this webinar series, Honorable Principal Dr. M. Ambedkar sir. At the outset of this national webinar, I welcome him as the chairperson of this webinar. Today, we are very lucky to have a wonderful speaker, Dr. Latika Sushil Bhatia ma'am, who is a program in charge and research head from Dr. D.Y. Patil University Center for Online Learning, Pune. She is going to enlighten us on the topic, We Are Leaders. On behalf of the organizing committee of webinar series, I heartily welcome you, ma'am, as the chief guest and invited speaker. I also welcome all honorable organizing committee members, including Vice Principal Dr. S.D. Misal sir, Junior College Supervisor Ravindra Karaje sir, MCB Supervisor Praveen Udge sir, IQAC Coordinator Dr. Sanjay Kari sir, Dr. Anita Dhole ma'am, Dr. Sudhir Garar sir, Dr. Patwari sir and Dr. Wadkar sir. We all have been here to listen the keynote speech by the honorable speaker. But prior to it, I would like to invite Dr. Dhole ma'am for the introduction of today's resource person. Please ma'am, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. You are welcome to this grand national and international webinar series. I would like to thank respected Principal Dr. Ambedkar MM for giving me this opportunity to introduce a resource person on this virtual platform. Many special thanks goes to all the respected organizing committee members and big thanks to all the respected participants. So it's my pleasure I am here to introduce today's keynote speaker, Honorable Dr. Latika Sushil Bhatia ma'am, who is Program in Charge and Research, Dr. D.Y. Patil University, Head, Center for Online Learning, Pune. Title of speech is We Are Leaders. Her qualification is BCom, MCom, B.Ed, MBA. She achieved certificate course in German. She has completed Masters in Educational Administration and Leadership from Pebble Hills University, USA, and she has secured 96% marks. She completed Diploma in Educational Administration and Management from Asian College of Teachers and Training Qualifications, UK. She completed PhD in Management from Amravati University, recipient of International Education Award in 2020 under the category of Outstanding Leadership. She is felicitated by the Best Educator Award in Kolkata. She has various work experiences as a program in charge at D.Y. Patil University, which is she is currently working at that place, and director of Vidya Group of Schools, in charge principal and vice principal at SMPP College of Morwadi, Pimpri. She has organized many workshops, seminars, blood donation camps, etc. She published and presented a number of research papers on national and international level. So, with this introduction, I request today's keynote speaker, Honorable Dr. Latika ma'am, please start your presentation. Thank you. Welcome, ma'am.
Uh, Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. Uh, Very first and foremost, good evening, one and all, and happy Friendship Day to all of you. I'm very grateful to Mr. Baker sir for inviting me for this web series session, which has crossed the milestones and going on breaking the uh, records at international level, and may we reach the toppest record also, sir. My best wishes to you and your team. Well, with the raising the curtains of the topic, I'll just share my screen. With the topic, we are leaders, let's begin with the meaning of the term leadership. The dictionary meaning of leadership is the action of leading a group of people or an organization, and in other words, the state or position of being a leader. Though many authors have authored the term leadership in different ways, but the best definition which I love is of Professor George Terry, who defines leadership as the activity of influencing people to strive willingly for group activities. The common meaning of leadership is to achieve the common goals. But, to achieve these goals, there are certain leadership styles which, as of if I go in deep, I cannot explain that much in one session, because for leadership even one book is not enough. But with these various exemplaries, I'll just try to explain a bit. First example, let's take of Adolf Hitler, who is known for his authoritative style of leadership. Adolf Hitler definitely is known as one of the cruel leader, right? But then authoritative, doesn't that mean that you are a cruel leader? It is that you are in a position to command the followers to get the work done. Had it been that Adolf Hitler would have used all his authoritative powers to get the right thing done, probably he would have been the best person in the world. So that is a kind of leadership which is usually taken on in a negative form, but it is the actual meaning of it is to get the things done. You have that much command. You influence people to that level that they get the things done. Adolf Hitler used to get things done out of his fear, but nevertheless his style of leadership to get the wrong things done, but that is also a good leadership style. Then the other style is of, let's take example of Kiran Bedi, who takes disciplinarian type of leadership, wherein she takes discipline as the ultimate target, be it strategies, be it methodologies, be it protocols, and apart from it, taking herself also into that discipline part. She never ignores her discipline at all. So that's her style of leadership. Next is our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's style of leadership, which is very well known as a organized style, wherein the leader depends on the situation or task, and uh, the situations are moreover feedback based, be it negative or positive. And in this organized style of leadership, the negative feedbacks, when you get negative feedbacks, the processes are repeated again and again till you get positive results. The next style we'll talk about our great industrialist, Ratan Tata, who is known for his democratic and compassionate style of leadership, but more of a democratic style, because he influences people to be creative, then to be engaging, and to be participating. Great leader Mother Teresa is known for her transformational type of leadership, wherein she could influence people to transform their thoughts into positive ones. That's how a leader can transform the ideas, the ways. That's a transformational leadership. Kapil Dev, a great Indian cricketer, is known for his integrity style of leadership. If you go back in his days of captaincy, you will never find a single stack on Kapil Dev having that Kapil Dev has taken unfair decision, or Kapil Dev was unfair with his other team players. Never. His integrity style was to be fair with everyone, and also his style was to give he himself also used to give the best efforts. It was not to get only the work done from other players and he himself never performed. He also gives always his best. So be it all these type of leadership, whatever, you may resonate yourself with such type of leaderships, but then there should always be, you should be known for yourself. As I say that my leadership style very much resonates with Kapil Dev, but I cannot say that I'm the next Kapil Dev in education. I am the Latika Bhatia in education. That should be. Now coming down, when it comes to leadership, definitely all the leaders know that leaders have to go through a path of stones as well. With here I resonate very well the wordings in the movie Spider-Man: with great power comes great responsibility. So let's see what are the great powers that a leader has. The powers of being a leader. They are coercive power, legitimate power, expert power, charismatic power, reward power.
Madam, screen is not visible. Will you share again?
Yes, sure. Just give me a second. Is the screen visible now, sir?
Not yet. You have to click on that arrow, fourth icon.
Yes, sir, I have clicked that only.
You select all square, then click on that so that it will be shared on that square total screen, and then you go to
I can see the notification that Meet Google is sharing your screen.
sharing screen with fourth icon there is. You click on
Yes,
fourth
I
icon.
have done that only.
You entire screen, you click on entire screen, then that square appears. You also select that square and then go to share then and PPT.
Yes, sir, exactly. I've done the same. I'll do one thing.
Yes.
I've shared the same PPT with you. Will you share the screen for me?
Yes, yes, you can share. Okay.
Uh, I've sent you on WhatsApp, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You continue now, madam. After sharing, I will share as I received. Okay.
Okay. Then powers of being a leader, as I said, was coercive power, legitimate power, expert power, charismatic power, and reward power. With legitimate power, we mean that what you get with the position as a leader. In simple words, if you say it's the chair is always respected, kursi ki maan, that sort of, it is known as legitimate power. Then with expert power, it means that you influence people with your expertise, knowledge, or your the expert guidance, what the intellectual you have, you guide your people with that, with your expertise. With charismatic power is something related with attraction. Uh, you influence people where your subordinates look up to you to become like you. As Baker sir has set an example, many of the people look up to him to set an example like him. That is charismatic power. Then reward power, of course, comes when you reward your staff for doing the best things, or when achieving the success, or doing the right things, um, or taking an initiative. All these comes under reward power. Coercive power comes when it is related with punishment or something. Um, it also relates with the controlling the dismissal of a person or something. But at difficult situation, yes, a leader has to take this coercive power to dismiss a person or to fire an employee, all such things. Then after seeing powers, let's see what are the responsibilities of being a leader. Sir, are you on with the screen?
Yes, you are seeing on the screen.
No, my this PPT which I have shared with you, is that on?
It is not issued yet. I am waiting for it.
It's on Google Slides, sir. It's on Google Drive. You just have to click the link.
Yes. Yeah, have you sent link to me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'll continue till then.
Continue.
Responsibilities of being a leader is operations management, wherein the leader has to look after the operations, whether they are going in flow, they are going in the right direction, they are going in the way that has to achieve the goals of the organization. Then along with that, it comes with the performance management as well. Performance management, a leader has to always see whether the performance of the staff is as per the mark, or whether even if the staff is performing, it is up to that level that it will reach the goals of the organization. Then comes motivation. It is the utmost important responsibility of a leader to motivate his or her staff members to do a particular job, do a particular task. Hear the words like saying a staff that when I have a trust in you, why can't you have a trust in yourself? These sort of words are very much important. Then comes problem solving. Problem solving here, it is, you can say it's a day-to-day task for a leader. Every day you will find some or the other problems in an organization at a personal level of the staff. Leader should be in a position to solve the problems inside this organization, and at many a times leader has to go and step into the personal life of a staff, because when the staff is mentally stable at personal level, then only he can perform the best at the organizational level. Last comes accountability. He's accountable to all its stakeholders, be it for educational level, the principal is accountable, for the parents, for the students, for the staff, for the management, and all that. Now, let us see what are the driving forces of a good leader. A good leader should always work with integrity. With integrity here means you should not delegate all your work only to the staff. You yourself, a good leader always steps into the task himself or herself to give a comfort level to the staff that they are working in a team. They just don't rely on only just delegate kar diya kaam, ho gaya, ho jana chahiye, khatam. That should not be the attitude. Then next comes delegation. Here delegation means whatever the work a leader assigns to its staff, it should be delegated with proper knowledge ki who can do the best task, who is best to do that job. That way. Communication, of course, this is an important skill which every person should have, but for a leader it plays a very important role, as communications, your action and words speak a lot. The words used should not be such that it makes the staff insulted, or neither it should be in a way that it leaves the organization very loose sort of atmosphere. The next is self-awareness. Self-awareness is you should know where you are talking, what you are talking, how you are talking, how are you behaving, that manner. Here I would again quote the dialogue of a movie, Welcome, wherein the Nana Patil says, "Kahan baitha hu, kya bol raha hu, kisse bol raha hu." Then next comes is gratitude. A leader should always be grateful to its staff, thankful to its staff for accomplishing their task, for working in a team. Also, he should be grateful to the management, to the top level management. Learning agility. Learning is a never-ending process. A leader should always keep on learning and have the updates from time to time. Next is influence. Leaders should be able to influence their staff so that they they also empathy. Every leader should try to step in the shoes of the subordinates and see the situation from that side of path. Then next comes is courage. Courage is the ability to take the risk. He should always have the words, yes, we'll do that, we can do that, we'll show up. However, that Baker sir would not have that courage to have that we will do this, break the record. nobody would have taken initiative to work with him. Last comes is respect, very important in personal and professional life both. Leader should always give respect to his subordinates irrespective of whatever position they earn. It may be a position of a peon, even a peon has to be respected. Every person enjoys his or her own respect. Here I have, you all can't see the screen, that's a worst part, but I have made a beautiful presentation of where you can identify your leadership style pertaining to knowledge. There are two sides wherein some leaders take decisions on the basis of their intellectual level. They just take the decisions as per the knowledge they have. They can analyze the data and then take the decision. Whereas there are some leaders who take the decisions as per their instincts. Taking example here, I will take an example of an housewife. Housewife may take decision of buying groceries by analyzing the data of the last 3 months, that yes, this much grocery we used, and then decide the groceries for the present month. Whereas an instinctive type, a housewife may decide upon the instincts, yes, this much will be utilized, and may make provisions for the guest as well. So it can be known as that the instinctive type of leader takes the risk, future risk also along with, and takes decision. It's not that any of the leadership style is bad. It's just to that make realize which type of leadership style you are. Then comes utility. There are some people who selflessly work for achieving the goals, whereas there are some people, they are resourceful. They not only use their own resource, but then they use the resources, all the resources of the organization to achieve the objectives. Then next is surroundings. Surroundings, you might find some leaders who just have the attitude of objective into their mind. They are just related to mera kaam kar do, that's the end of it. It's not that is wrong. Every leader wants to get the things done, but these type of leaders are mostly known as like apne kaam se kaam. And whereas there are certain leaders who work in a harmonious style. They work in a team as if it's a family. Then there is others whereas altruistic style, wherein some leaders take morals as at the utmost importance. They give importance to morals a lot. They might say that कुछ भी हो जाए, ये असूल तो टूटने नहीं चाहिए, चाहे ऑब्जेक्टिव मिले या ना मिले. Wherein there are intentional type of leadership style, wherein the leaders, when you balance the intentions and the morals, they say that my intentions are more important. Here you can relate the proper sentence as you say that अगर कहीं पे किसी की जान बचाने के लिए या किसी को सजा से बचाने के लिए कोई झूठ भी बोलना पड़ता है, तो वो झूठ जायज है. That sort of. So here morals are given less importance than intentions. Then the next is power. Power, there are two types. One are collaborative, wherein the leader gives collaborative powers to all its staff members to take decisions, whereas some are commanding, wherein they only decide and give the decision making. Then the last one is methodologies, wherein some people just draw a structure of it. They are structured, it's known as structured style, wherein they draw a complete structure, how the work should go on, when it should go on, and it's sort of planned one. Whereas there are other type of leaders who are receptive type, who take the decisions on the spot as per the situation. So here I must say that whatever the type of leader you are, Many of you all might feel here that I am a resourceful type of leadership, or I also take harmonious type of leadership. Here, why is I say it's we are leaders is that there is leader in each and every human being. It may be that in school days you would have monitored a class, or in the college you would have headed a committee. There is something, some or the other way, or at home even, a housewife is also a leader, taking leadership of the administration work. Every person has a leader, but the difference here lies is only with the that there is a gap. There is a gap of that courage and risk. In a rat race, you will find all the 10 players running with the full speed and energy to win the race. But why there only one person wins? Because he never gives up between a gap of 10 meters even. In spite of he's exhausted, he still runs because he has to win. So it is that within you that you have to just identify your style of leadership. You have to identify the gap, have the courage, and everybody is a leader. And there are other driving forces also which drive yourself towards leadership, as which you can read very well in the book We Are Leaders. There is a book We Are Leaders which is authored by Mrs. Kajal Chatija, a great author. It's one of the chapter even I have written in that book, and my leadership style is by commitment. Whatever I commit, I do it. I can really say that Salman Khan's dialogue that एक बार commitment कर दी तो मैं अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनती. Then there are certain other leadership styles. Many leaders have written their stories into it. Like some have written that they have become leader by perseverance, that they do the work again and again and they have mastered into it, and then they became the leaders. Some have become leaders by hard work, by looking at the hard work, looking at their dedication. The management promoted them to be the leader. It's a wonderful book. You all must read. It's available on Amazon. It's available on Flipkart and Kindle as well. And with this, I thank all my dear leaders for your patient listening. I'm open for the questions. If any questions, please do.
Thank you, ma'am, for your very good keynote speech on the topic We Are Leaders. Now, after this very informative keynote speech, I request all the participants, if you have any query, any doubt, please come with it. Please, participants. Once again, I request participants, if you have any question, any doubt, any suggestion, any opinion about the keynote speech, please, participants.
Hello, good evening everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate Dr. Latika madam, and as she has given amazing keynote speech on We Are Leaders, and I could see that the kind of commitment she holds, where I know that she's not keeping well, but still she is so determined. She is, and we always call her as Lady of Commitment. So I congratulate her for this commitment, and may she continue with the same zeal, with the same enthusiasm always. And Dr. Bedkar sir, What you are doing is amazing. You're bringing amazing leaders and you're giving the platform for them to express. This is a wonderful initiative which you have created. More power to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kajal ma'am, for your wonderful words. Keep blessing and keep inspiring.
Always there with you.
Is there anybody else? Please.
Sir, I'll share my PPT on the group itself.
Yes, madam, I will share it. I tried to share the PPT in between, but there was a problem. Few slides were showing and always there was a blank screen. So I will share your PPT in the group. Okay.
Sure, sir.
The keynote speech by the honorable speaker was very informative, wherein she has told us about the types of leaderships and the qualities of leaderships which a leader should have. The speech was very detailed and inspiring. If anybody has question to ask and doubt to be cleared, please ask. Now after this speech and opinion by Honorable Kajal ma'am and appreciation of the keynote speech and the chairperson and chief organizer of this webinar series, now I request chief organizer of this webinar series for his concluding words. Please sir, welcome.
Thank you, Professor Karad sir, and today's resource person, Dr. Latika Sushil Bhatia madam, who is program in charge and research head from Dr. D.Y. Patil University Center for Online Learning, Pune. All the committee members of our college, those who are joined here, Dhole madam, Udge sir, Gosavi sir, and all the participants, those who are joined from out of Maharashtra, including Kajal madam, just who have given just comment on this webinar. Latika Sushil Bhatia madam is award winning and complete devoted teacher. This series second time she is appearing here. It is a good thing that someone want accept request and try to share her knowledge on this dais. From these 2 years we are running this webinar series with the support of such resource persons. She is having a great experience in this field, and today she has also given a speech on We Are Leaders. She was also suggested few topics for me, but I requested to talk her on this We Are Leaders. This is the topic related to all. When we are working in any field, if we have some responsibility, that responsibility should go to the development of that organization to achieve the motto, aim of our objective of our organization. How leader should behave, how he should treat to others, and how he can achieve his aim by supporting of with all his staff. So these things are very useful, and she also gave examples of good leaders of the universe, and her presentation style, also the PPT, was very perfect to support all her speech. It's a useful speech to all the teachers, all the organizing committee members, and all the persons those who are in this field, maybe teaching field or maybe in private sector. So this series will be continued at every Sunday with such respected resource persons, those who are willing to join here to deliver the knowledge. We are thankful to you madam for a best speech of you today, and we are thankful to Kajal madam for appreciation of this webinar series and all our efforts always. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir, from the bottom of my heart. And I must say that you have one more speaker here. Kajal ma'am is a very well-known speaker and author as well. So you may have her also in the series which is to be continued.
Welcome to Kajal madam also for continuing this webinar series by inviting here as a resource person. She was saying that you are not feeling well good for this moment also. Still you have joined here as a commitment of the speech. Thank you madam once again to you.
Thank you so much, sir. My pleasure.
Thank you, sir, for your concluding words. And thank you very much, ma'am, for your very good speech on the topic. I also thank all the participants for their active participation. And thank Dr. Anita Dhole ma'am for introducing today's keynote speaker. And now I request participants that feedback link has been provided in the chat box. Please fill it. We have your certificate. And on behalf of the chief organizer, thank you very much.
Thank you madam. We keep this webinar series for 5 minutes open for the filling the link. You may leave and take rest. Thank you madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kajal ma'am, once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you Kajal madam, to you also.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.